Well, welcome everyone to the All About IBMI Solution Edition webinar. And this is brought to you live by Help Systems, and we're going to be demystifying what this program is all about. Certainly Help Systems is part of the Solution Edition program, and you can kind of read between the lines. What we talk about today may provide or may also apply to other solution vendors, but we thought it'd be great to kind of provide some insight about this program. So at Help Systems, we're really trying to help you build a better IT. And today we are very honored to have my co-partner at Help Systems, or one of my co-partners, I should say, Lauren Vasiri, who's our North American Partner Manager. What do you do for Help Systems, Lauren?
Sure, thanks, Tom. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. We're excited to talk to you guys today about the Solution Edition program. I manage our partnerships here at Help Systems for our systems management and cybersecurity brands, and I've been doing that for almost 3 years. And I was just talking to Tom about my anniversary, 9 years at Help Systems last month. It's a great place to work.
That's a great accomplishment, and it makes it a great place to work because of people like you. And I'm Tom Huntington. I'm our EVP of Technical Solutions at Help Systems, also an IBM Power champion. And believe it or not, I've been with Help Systems now 32 years. My birth at Help Systems was the start of the AS400 platform. Very excited to be here with you today. We will do some polling questions along the way. We're going to turn off the webcams now and allow you to be able to listen to the content today without having to bother seeing us move around and that kind of thing. So off goes the webcam, and let's move into our agenda here for today. We're going to talk about what is the Solution Edition program for IBM I, what are the eligible servers and software, what you get by participating as a customer, how the program's administered, and then how to engage Help Systems. And along the way, as I promised, we'd have a couple polling questions. So over to you, Lauren. You're going to launch the polling questions up for us.
Great, thanks, Tom. All right, so like Thomas said, we're going to kick things off with a polling question. This will really give us some insight into how familiar the group is with this program. So the question is, have you heard of the Solution Edition program for IBM I? So we'll give you a minute or so to respond. I also wanted to mention a couple of upcoming webinars that we'd love to see you all at. We have a webinar coming up on the 16th with Steve Will, who will discuss the plans for the IBM I platform. And then on the 23rd with Randy Watson, covering best practices for power hardware upgrades. And Tom, I think you'll be co-presenting on both webinars.
I am. I'm looking forward to it. And actually, Steve will be talking a little bit about why IBM I is not AS400, even though a lot of you still call it AS400. And he'll be pointing out the big differences, which there are. You know, think about it. IBM I has been around now longer in number of years than actually AS400 was. Pretty amazing change of time. So how are we doing on that polling question, Lauren?
Yeah, let's share the results. Looking good.
All right. So looks like my screen is really small, so I can't really. Can you see the results, Lauren?
I can. Yeah, so it looks like 32% have used the Solution Edition program for IBM I.
Awesome.
21% have heard about it, but not exactly sure how it works. 11% know about it, but it hasn't worked for them in the past. So a lot of opportunity here to educate you guys and see how we can partner together.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Lauren, for doing that. And let's move on to our content for today and talk about what is the Solution Edition program for IBM I. You know, this webinar is only about 30 minutes. We'll probably go about 35 minutes, though, as we go through this. You know, this is a program that's really sold by the standard Power Systems channel. So your vendor who's selling your hardware, or you might be the vendor selling your hardware, this is the program that your team ends up administering, and then also uses it to order through the eConfig program that you use when you order new hardware. So the unique part about the Solution Edition program is there's feature codes related to this, which allows you to apply these discounts related to software components from IBM and a vendor like Help Systems. So the qualification is that the client must be purchasing new or upgraded software licenses and or software support and services from the ISV that's involved, and then it has to be registered as the IBM Solution Edition program when you are registering the purchase of the hardware. So let's move ahead and talk a little more about some additional things. So really, the objective here is, of course, to get new clients and to upgrade the existing install base via the Power Systems channel. And of course, to partner with top ISVs like Help Systems to help incent you to include software purchases in with your hardware. And then, of course, the customer benefits from a discounted total solution and additional educational offerings that come as part of the Solution Edition program. So the content of this offering is it is only for the S914 4-core or 6-core systems, and I'll explain, what that really means within those platforms. So you do have the choice of ordering traditional SAS storage or NVMe storage. And if you don't know, NVMe just came out for the Power Platform back in around April 9th of 2020. I have one slide at the end that'll show you the difference, but a significant savings. But really the hardware purchase part of that or that storage part is available to you no matter whether you're in the Solution Edition or not, just to be honest with you. And in pre-selected IBM I software is part of this, lab services vouchers, which have been doubled till the end of October. And then of course, ISV software like Help Systems, and we'll provide you a little background on our solution, okay? So also there'll be a Q&A at the end. So if you do have questions as we go through this, it's a rather busy chart here. But this Solution Edition program has actually been around since 2020 in August on Power 7 systems. So it's been around for quite a while. And the announcement has some additional incentives, and it is also a worldwide offering. So this is something that has been around for 10 years, and you again administer it through the eConfig program. Now the part that's new here is the double down on the lab services vouchers. On the 4-core, you go from 0.5 days to 1 full day. On the 6-core, it's 1 day. Before, it's now 2 days, and this offer is good through September 30th of 2020. And then basically, in order for an ISV to be part of this, you have to be purchasing $6,500 US or equivalent in other parts of the world to be for the 4-core, and 25,000 worth of your ISV software on the 6-core. And again, this is a worldwide offering, and it's going to be an equivalent. Obviously, the numbers are going to round up or round down depending upon how you look at it. Okay. So from Help Systems perspective, we have gone out, we've updated our website to be part of this program. There's a landing page here. You'll get a copy of this PDF in case you can't find it. You should be able to Google it and find it, but we do have updated on our site the IBM I Solution Edition for Help Systems. Okay, so moving into the eligible servers and software, I've kind of hit on this already. There's a little bit of repeat here, but I want to drive home the point of what this is. I will be honest with everybody that's listening today. I didn't understand one of the pieces of this from the past, and with the Power 9 server, the S914 4-core, really you either have 1 to 4 IBM I licenses actually entitled. The feature code for the 4-core is 4928. With that, from IBM, you get the 55250 IBM I user entitlements. You get client access. You have 4-hour service voucher that's now doubled through October 31st of 2020. You have 1 copy of Rationale Developer for IBM I, and then you also have a couple other tools within the Rationale that are part of this program from IBM. On the 6-core, very similar, but now you have unlimited 5250. It is good for 1 entitlement of IBM I up to 6. 4927 is the feature code again. unlimited IBMI access. You have double the hours on the lab services vouchers, and then of course 3 rationale developers for IBMI. So that's what you get from IBM. When we roll into what do you get from Help Systems, we've sweetened the pot from previous offerings, and on the 4 core, you get the Ops 101 course. We realize you have a lot of people on your staff that are new, that don't understand IBMI. A great 9-hour course to get you up to speed on the basics of IBMI. Then also understanding the IFS, which is a topic that's very important for people. Backup and recovery. What's a good backup on IBMI? Not tailored necessarily to BRMS or Robot Save. It's just a general backup and recovery course that you can do online. 1 free copy of Surveyor 400, a free IBMI security scan, a free Performance Navigator Lite software, and then the big ticket item is any Help System software that runs on IBMI, you get a 25% discount across the board. It doesn't matter if it's one of our developer tools or automation or cybersecurity. We'll talk about those in a bit. On the 6 core, we've added more to that. We have those free training sessions. We have the Survey 400, and then we add in some additional remote training and assistance by our services team to help you implement the software. So that's the Help Systems offering on the S914 server. Again, keep the questions coming in. We'll wait to the end and we'll answer the questions at the end, as long as it's not an audio question. Lauren, and over to you.
Thanks, Tom. So this slide really breaks down the different areas that we can support our IBMI customers. Automation is where we began over 30 years ago, and we've branched out to other key areas to meet the needs of our customers, including security, HA, performance monitoring, capacity planning, and ongoing development continues to be a core focus for us. Our Insight technology is a great example of that. Anything else you wanted to add, Tom?
Yeah, no, we're going to cover these in a little bit more detail as we go through here. So, you know, in the robot product line, all this software is eligible under this program. You know, scheduling today, everybody thinks of us as robot. What they don't always realize is that we not only can do scheduling on IBMI, but with Robot Schedule Enterprise, we can put agents out on your Windows, Unix, and Linux servers. Those are all eligible in this program. Of course, we still monitor QSys Opera and all those things. We do real-time performance monitoring. We monitor the BIOS. We monitor IBMI performance. We monitor AIX actually from the Robot Monitor product. And it's probably best if I point at some of these things as we go through here. But we also got into HA. We have replication software using local remote journaling called Robot HA that's part of this program. And then Performance Navigator. Performance Navigator is often used as people purchase new hardware to help size their next offering. And again, this is part of the program that we're offering up here to Performance Navigator. Lauren, over to cybersecurity for you.
Sure, thanks. So our cybersecurity offering really provides peace of mind to our customers. So whether it's a compliance mandate, driving a project, or just general security concerns. A few products that I really wanted to highlight here are our Exit Point Manager software. That's really the first layer of security. We want to control and monitor who can access the IBMI server from non-green screen connections. Antivirus, it's our virus protection software that runs natively on the IBMI. And then PowerTech encryption. I've been seeing a lot of interest in this area recently, encrypting data at rest, especially as it relates to compliance mandates such as GDPR compliance. The first step to really understand your security posture is to take advantage of our free IBMI security scan. It only takes a few minutes to run, and you'll have access to one of our security experts to review the findings together.
Yeah, and something people don't think about too is part of the security offering too is Go Anywhere from our Go Anywhere team. That also runs natively on IBMI, and so that's managed file transfer. That fits into this program too. We've done a lot in the PowerTech cybersecurity offering over the years. And so we have a very big breadth of products here. And through that security scan, we'll spend time with you as the business partner or you as the customer to share our expertise and what we found on your system. Today, we probably do 1 or 2 security scans a day, I would think. And then we also have the HealthyOn solution, which is also eligible for this program. This is used a lot by our managed server provider. This is a monitoring tool, monitoring QSysOper. It also monitors event logs and things from the Unix and Windows side of the business, but it provides that proactive system monitoring across multiple partitions. Core, it runs on IBM I, but it also has a graphical interface that would run on a network server, providing you automation and monitoring across all the systems. And then document management. We do a lot with document management, from scanning documents in to grabbing IBM I spool files to faxing to forms overlays to document distribution, electronic signature capture. If we haven't learned one thing with COVID-19, it's really hard to go into the office when you're supposed to work from home and then you're dependent on printing, right? So this product helps you get to that paperless environment that we've all been talking about and now so desperately need during these times. So document management, scanning. Don't forget about business intelligence. We also help customers out with BI on IBM I. We have the SQL product and technically the Showcase product. We also can build a data warehouse. You know, one of the reasons people have non-IBM I servers alongside of IBM I is they're gobbling up data and extracting it and putting it over on those other servers. Well, we actually can build out a data warehouse natively on IBM I and take advantage of your most reliable database, which is DB2 running on the IBM I Power server. And then a lot of people don't realize we also have programmer productivity tools, Lauren, too, that are part of this program. Abstract for program cross-referencing. We have EasyView and Surveyor 400. One is a green screen database utility. The other one is a graphical database utility. In today's world of security, if your developers or business partners get on your box and use DFU or other tools like that, they probably don't have auditing. EasyView and Survey 400 have auditing built right into it. If you're modernizing your code, we have RPG Toolbox, we have RPG to SQL Integrator, also as an option out there. Any date for overriding system dates. If you have to do any system testing or you have multiple time zones on the same partition, we can override the system data to job level. And finally, eSend is a spooling tool for helping to convert spool files to PDFs, text files, so that they can be emailed out to end users. Again, another way of getting out of the office instead of depending on printed material. We breathe a little bit. Those are all the things that we do around IBM I. So certainly we can dive into any of those in the future as need be. Lauren, back over to you to talk about what you get by participating.
Sure. So I know we covered this briefly, but wanted to highlight a few key benefits to our customers. Health Systems is offering free education on the platform through our IBM I Ops 101 class. You'll receive discounts, which Tom had referenced previously, on the Health Systems software, as well as access to a few of our products. IBM is offering unlimited client access, 5250 access, and doubling services vouchers for lab services. So great benefits that you'll be getting.
Awesome. Thank you for handling that. So how's the program administered? Let's roll into that. From our website, you can get access to the Solution Edition program and learn more about it, but it's really kind of 3 easy steps. You need to retain an invoice or purchase copy of what you got from Health Systems, and this must be dated about 90 days either before or after the purchase of the hardware. And then you must enter in your feature code and you register that through this link down below here, which takes you right from our website to the place where you register the Solution Edition program. It is not retroactive. I've had people ask that question. You have to do this at the time you purchase the IBM Power technology, in this case, the 914 4-core or 6-core box. So how to order the IBM Solution Edition for the client? Again, from a vendor VAR perspective or reseller perspective, they're going to be going into eConfig for the S914, choosing the Solution Edition program. At that same time, they can go out and register the Solution Edition program for the lab services, and then register the voucher. And then that will be part of this program. So again, here's the landing page for the IBM Power Solution Edition. I don't think I need to go into this great detail, but it ends up being really the vendor who is selling you the hardware, their responsibility to go in and fill out this information. It's not the customer, it's not Help Systems, it's your VAR. And then the VAR is going to choose the Solution Edition program for 4-core, 6-core through 8 config. And then as far as the lab services vouchers, there's another place and a landing page for registering the usage of that and making sure that that becomes something that's registered with lab services. And again, remember, if you do this before September 30th and use it before December 31st, you get double the hours. All right, and then registering with Help Systems. Reality is there's not a lot to do here because you're really going to be working with your VAR. But if you're having problems having your VAR understand this program, we can schedule time with you and them and make sure that everybody understands what's in the program. And then, of course, you do need to keep your invoice from us because it's somewhat of an honor system, but IBM could always come back in and audit you and ask for it. So that's why you're keeping that. Okay, so how can partners engage with Help Systems, Lauren? Let's have you cover that topic and what they can do.
Okay, thanks. So for partners looking to understand the registration process, there are a few ways that you can register a deal with Help Systems. You can register the deal on our website. I know a lot of you already have access to that form. You can submit it on the partner portal. And if you don't have access to the portal, just contact your partner manager and they'll set you up. Or you can just email us directly. Once we approve that deal registration, we'll schedule a discovery call with one of our experts and we'll discuss next steps from there.
Yes, and keep in mind too, this is a worldwide program, so Lauren has partners in Europe and Southeast Asia to help you out in those other parts of the world.
Thanks, Tom. So I do want to stress that Help Systems offers capacity planning services for IBMI, as well as AIX and Linux on Power workloads. I know a lot of you are already familiar with this program, but we work with partners every day on modeling to various power systems configurations and helping to truly right-size capacity. So we'd love to support you on any upcoming projects you have. And then we touched on this briefly, but wanted to mention that the free security scan is also available to our partners. Whether you're working with a customer on a security project or you want to review security on one of your own systems internally, we're here to help you.
Yeah, we do that primarily for IBMI, but we can also help on other operating systems too, if that's a opportunity. They're obviously not part of the Solution Edition program, but certainly an option. And then we have another polling question, Lauren, if you want to administer that.
Great. Okay, launching it now.
Awesome. And I'll pull up the chat or Q&A toolbar because we've had several questions come in. And some of them
great.
I know they, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say we'll give it a minute or so and then we'll close the poll.
Yeah, so maybe, you know, what are the areas you're interested in bundling into this new 914? This is a live event, right? Automation, software and services, security software and services, document management, business intelligence, and high availability. We'll leave this open while we go into some questions that we've gotten, Lauren. When you say new clients, do you mean the company shouldn't have any IBM products at all? And I'll take that one. And I think it's in regards to buying a new 914. No, you can be an existing customer of IBM and or Help Systems. And if you're purchasing new software, new services, new training, let's see, what else do we, maintenance, in the Help System side, that qualifies as new software from our perspective. And then as far as the S914 goes, If it's a new server for you, then it qualifies for this program. You may be buying a secondary system for HA that would qualify for this program, unless it's already a CBU. Obviously, if it's a CBU, that's a whole different program, and that would not be part of the program. So thank you for that question. Kurt wants to know if we'll provide any copies of this presentations or slides. Yes, we will. Those ones you'll get automatically, Kurt, will probably be PDFs. If you need the actual PowerPoint slides, talk to Lauren very nicely and we'll probably help you out there. Are there tiered messaging options for the security component? I think, Lauren, what he's asking about there is, can you kind of group these things together to maybe have like a set of solutions for PCI or SOX or something like that? I'm going to kind of guess on the question there from Gala. If he wants to repeat that, that would be great. What do you think about that? What if you see that question?
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. So they are standalone solutions, of course. You know, after reviewing the results from the security scan, we might recommend a couple of products, but just in general, the products are standalone. So we can have a follow-up conversation and discuss that further.
And we can bundle them too, of course. So Lauren, let's go ahead and
Right.
close that polling question so I can bring up a couple more slides for people. Awesome. All right, so we're on the questions. Just to remind you, IBM wanted me to talk a little bit about the new NVMe storage. And if you are including that in these servers, there's a significant savings. I'm not going to go through all the detail on it. And also you should know we've done some benchmarking already with NVMe technology and have seen some great things. But you know, this is showing what almost a $15,000 savings on this particular chart. But work with your vendor on that, and it might be an incentive in itself to move forward with the new 914 technology. After other questions, can you search the contents and words such of documents stored? I think that's document management. Yes, there is indexing in the technology. You definitely can build in scanning. You can do annotation, any kind of other document management kind of thing you'd want to do as part of that. And then are these dashboards to access each of these components? Are there dashboards associated with the various products? Most all of the Help Systems products have some form of a dashboard. It just depends. The SQL BI product does build dashboards over any IBM I data. And inside the Insight technology that Lauren talked about, there's a thing called Insight Analytics where you can build your own dashboards over really any IBM I data. So that's a couple different options there. All right, and what about customers who have really old boxes? Are they best considered as new since everything has long since expired? What do you think on that one, Lauren?
I will have to defer to you on that, Tom.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So they'll be eligible for this program too, because really what's going to end up happening with them is they're going to get a net new serial number. Once you do that, it's considered eligible for this program. So you'll want to do that, but again, you have to include some ISV software to come along with this. So, wow, that exhausted all of our questions. Any other closing comments, Lauren, on this topic?
No, we just really appreciate y'all taking the time to join us after a holiday weekend, and we'll be in touch with the slide deck and be able to answer any future questions you might have about the program.
Absolutely. We want to thank you for joining us on today's update on the IBM I Solution Edition program that Help Systems participates in. Again, all of our software is part of this program. We thank you again. Maybe we'll see you next week on the Steve Will webinar, or in 2 weeks on the Randy Watson webinar on Performance Navigator Ask the Experts. Looking forward to talking to you then. Have a wonderful rest of the week and stay safe out there. Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, Tom. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.